Okay. Jesus. You know, Biff, I'm gonna say, I'm sorry. Alright, here we go. When the helicopter arrived, Dee Dee would be excited to rush to the landing point. Pequod was the fourth to know. By the way, I just want to the grammar's gonna. I'm gonna do several double takes throughout the course of this reading because the grammar's fucking terrible. The photos of the Dee Dees were. Wait, of the Dee Dees, there's two of them now. There are multiple Dee Dees apparently. Were posted in the cabin, and Pequod. Peqoo, Jesus Christ. Naturally saw it. This great dedicated driver, after Big Boss wakes up, after learning about Dee Dee's love for himself, the helicopter he is driving, he has a strangely proud pride. He has a strangely proud pride. Understandable. Also, Dee Dee, are we missing an apostrophe on the first one? Is there not actually multiple? I don't even know. That's Dee Dee Ching Chong. The first diamond dog in the mother base. I don't know how many people are eager to touch his supple fur and pinch the soft meat pad. No. And one day, suddenly, I was liked by such a fascinating person. Even if I liked it, it might not be him, but the big brother under his ass. What? Honestly, the story is falling apart much faster than I expected for the second chapter. This already makes a lot less sense than the first. Anyways, after each execution of the mission, after hearing the scream of Dee Dee... Fuck it, I'm just gonna call him P from now on. Because this is like the 7th way they've spelled that name. P could not just... Fucking hell. P could not wait to jump off the helicopter to give the big guy a big hug when he arrived at LZ, and then licked... What? And then licked the clever little head. Okay, that's a little weird, all things considered. But that
I'm uncomfortable. As you guys are reading this, I'm coming back to Mother Base, and Dee Dee's sitting there.
Boss will soon arrive at LZ and board the helicopter with Dee Dee. Pequod, I guess they spelled his name consistently for once, professionally sits firmly in the driver's seat. Yes, professional firm sitting. Deeply hiding his entangled desire for Dee Dee. Is this gonna end in dog rape? I'm gonna stop reading if that's what happens. In the proficient operation and calm voice. I swear to God, if there's dog rape, I'm leaving. Oh, right, yeah, the dog's left out of it. The dog just watches from the closet. But there was one time, Pequod swears that he only did not concentrate on this one time. His sight suddenly caught the Dee Dee, who was curious around him. Pequod squinted, his eyes moving back and forth between the front glass and the Dee Dee. The Dee Dee, because we fucking... That grammar pisses me off. Anyways, and the Mayday alarm in his mind had already rang through the sky. In his nervousness and anticipation, the Dee Dee turned a few laps in the cabin and then jumped on the co-pilot with sensitivity. Now we've got one of those long pauses where I go jack off or something. So, can you play some elevator music while we're waiting for the long pause, Nitro? Thank you. We've arrived at the uwu floor where we can continue reading. There is no I can't. Fucking hell. My side tone made me suffer for that. Jesus Christ. Anyways, let's try this again. There is no regret in my life. Pequod mechanically reported departing, and the brain was in a half-down state. Professionalism made him feel safe to drive a helicopter. But in fact, he has crashed. There is no regret in my life. Crashes. Hold on, do I have to add an analog for the crash? Here, I'll do that real quick. Okay, how's this?
No!
Okay, we can move forward, Nitro. Oh, well, we've got a lot of long pauses where I can fuck off. Awesome. And Dee Dee, this uneasy guy, looked at the front without squinting, innocent and cleverly squatting and licking his tongue. Wait, is this still the person we're talking about that's doing this? Okay, we've got another long pause, apparently, so... I'm gonna get some water. I'll be back while we're waiting for this pause.
Kill yourself.
Oh, we were doing a sponsored message? Okay, I'm back then. The well-trained look almost made Pequod the illusion that— what the fuck is that even trying to say? This big dog can also use a paw to open a helicopter. Not a helicopter door, just the whole helicopter. Fucking rips that shit right open. Okay, we gotta wait for the long pause, Nitro.
Wait a second.
Again? Are we only running the same sponsor ad because we have no other sponsors? I should certainly hope so. Okay. Then there was a sudden thought in Pequod's mind. Dee Dee is my co-pilot. Dee Dee is my co-pilot. And now he is also Pequod. What? Dee Dee and Pequod did a fusion dance, and now they're one Super Saiyan, apparently. Okay, we've got another long pause. So this episode is sponsored by Teppa Noodles. I don't know where else to go with that. If you don't know about Teppa Noodle, you're not a true gun fan. Anyways. This absurd idea almost made Peqoo, Russian Peqoo the sniper, laugh in front of Boss, but fortunately he resisted, and Boss still wears headphones to play iDroid as always. Boss, Boss, his AirPods are in. Boss, look out, quiet's coming right for you. Oh god, he has AirPods in, he can't hear us. Okay, but I don't know why. Did he just all of a sudden enter first person? Okay, but I don't know why this little fantasy, a joke like a flash of light, Pequod can't dispel it from the brain. He feels at ease and has a sense of fullness like never before. There seems to be no such thing as a co-pilot in the dictionary of unbounded and heavenly heaven. Pequod, and once more though, the big boss helicopter pilot always embraces the loneliness that is not inferior to his leader. Unbounded and heavenly heaven. Right. The cabin... The cabin is sometimes very lively. The cabin is sometimes very lively, like, as in when the dog shows up and crashes the helicopter. Yes, oh, I think we have the follow-up here. The wounded rescued by Boss, the children and the small animals that have accidentally escaped will bring different temperatures to the cold... What? Okay, then. Pequod has heard that there will be a doctor on the Morpho who will follow Big Boss, but there is no barrier in the driver's seat. But it seems to be far from everything. What does the doctor line have to do with literally fucking anything about the rest of this story? We've got another long pause, so,
Sponsorship time. This episode is sponsored by Nutella, the wonderful hazelnut chocolate spread that you can put on almost anything.
The chocolate starfish.
Put it on your toast, put it on your ice cream, put it on your girlfriend's feet, put it on anything.
Put it on your penis?
Oh, we need joke sponsors? Oh shit, okay.
Okay,
well
I'll move on to the next. Okay, under the soft and familiar white noise, he felt the special vibration of the helicopter. Ooh woo. And he saw the magnificent something I can't read because of the Discord icons. Sky and the earth. The vast. Okay. It's probably just a penis. We've got another long pause, so this episode is sponsored by Sly Fox's YouTube channel.
Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, Sly Fox, can you give us a little insight into why you decided to sponsor today's episode?
I hate everything and everyone, and I was hoping this was going to be an assassination attempt on all your lives.
Alright, thanks Sly for the positive, uplifting message. It's like Christian radio level shit. Okay. Fuck, I lost my place. Here we go. Of course, it is a good driver who can drive a helicopter for Big Boss. Well, no shit, Mr. Pecan. When they're almost driving. Almost driving! No, it's not quite driving. They're just kind of like having a seizure in this. It says here, setting up a co-pilot is a waste of manpower and resources. Right, but occasionally, Pequod's heart will have a sense of dangling that makes people feel chilly. Alright, we've got another long pause. Nitro, I think you should give us another sponsor. Biff, give us an inside on white-sided sponsor gun. Why'd you sponsor Gunbiff? Walk us through your process.
Oh, why did I sponsor today's episode?
Yeah.
Because, like many of you, I am indeed a fan of Metal Gear Solid fan fiction.
Thank you, Sly, for your input.
I didn't even have to play the sound effect.
Okay, don't worry. We've got another sponsor coming up after this one clincher line. If one day I died on the all right, another sponsor time. I think it's back to me or some shit. So today's episode is sponsored by Dee Dee's One Meatball. Yes, where you can acquire the Dee Dee meat. Okay, now I've got. Yes, it's the Dee Dee meatball sub. It's one meatball sourced from authentic Dee Dees. Okay, if one day I was shot by a sniper like Quiet, if one day a piece of grenade penetrated the glass and pierced my head, fucking if only. If the accident in life was strange and human beings were still vulnerable even with tight protection. Why is there a period and then a hyphen? Is this like fucking Morse code? Okay, anyways. What about Boss on the Plane? He has time to drag down my body and sit on the driver's seat myself. What? He has time to drag down my body and sit on the driver's seat myself. Why would he drag your body off the driver's seat and then put it back on the driver's seat? That's what he's saying here. The fucking maybe, honestly, I don't even know at this point. I'm fucking traumatized, not gonna lie. Reading this has shown me one thing, and it's that there's no good left in this world. Okay. Oh, fuck, where was I? Okay, I'm up here. Pequod is a determined soldier, so the fragile, ridiculous illusion does not stay in his mind for more than 3 seconds. That's pretty specific, honestly. However, the co-pilot, Pequod's subconscious, is indeed expecting such a presence. Fuse that can ensure boss safe fuses in case of emergency. What the? But you know, this co-pilot's a dog. Alright, well, we need another sponsor. So, Sly, can you hit us with a sponsor for this episode?
This episode is sponsored by Fiesta Pale. Because if you're going to eat garbage, might as well be out of the pail.
Thank you for your insight, Sly. We appreciate it. Here at Gun. Okay, back to reading. Now Dee Dee is by his side. The Lord of the Wilderness was silently squatting on the co-pilot. Just fucking full-on Slav squat. Wait, hold on. What? Hold on a second. So if Dee Dee is the co-pilot, then Pequod is referring to himself as Lord of the Wilderness and is squatting on Dee Dee. Oh my god. They swapped souls, and now Pequod is a dog, and Dee Dee is the pilot. Apparently, but as the dog, and the dog is now the human. Okay then, good to see that that's good. It was also at this time that Pequod really separated the image of the little wolf and the Dee Dee that wobbled in the mind. Now this adult beast that spans countless life and death with Boss as a warrior, like all Diamond Dog members at guard. Fucking hell. The grammar in this is so bad. I'm just like having a fucking aneurysm.
It's really hard to read, isn't it?
And guards the mother base, guarding their free will as soldiers. Pequod and Dee Dee, the two most loyal guardians around Snake, reached a certain spiritual consensus. Alright, and fusion between the clear sunlight and the sea and the place. Stop. Alright, we need another sponsor, so Biff, hit us with one.
So, no real sponsors. It has to be a joke sponsor. Because, you know, I was going to say this episode was sponsored by War Robots, but... See, this episode is sponsored by War Robots, the greatest mobile game on the mobile market. Use our code GUN to get 300 steel, 1 shiny mech, 5 Gatling guns, and 1 bad dragon dildo.
For our next sponsor, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and read the next 2 sections because I'm not fucking skipping again. Oh god, there's a break here. Okay. The huge spider-like building gradually reveals the whole picture. In the center of the isolated sea, the bright orange that spreads is like a miracle. In the huge whistling sound of the wing rotation. Hell, I've never heard someone describe a propeller as a wing rotation. But okay. Pequod caught a different wind, and Boss opened the hatch. The helicopter arrived at the parent base. We've got another break. I want to introduce our sponsor, Raid Shadow Legends. Yeah, so Discord Light Theme and Raid Shadow Legend are teaming up to bring you 2 free epic champions. Exactly. You get the blind fuck. The new epic champion. Increased damage, but at the cost of eyesight. He's the worst accuracy in the game, but he deals a one-shot to any boss he hits. Truly the most powerful. Yes, we haven't actually added any of the bosses, but I mean, we're working on it, okay? Maybe one day. Alright, I guess I'll continue from here, unless Nitro wants to take over. Is that a threat? Can I talk about the DD as my co-pilot thing for a second? That stars because they fucked up their formatting. Wow. Just, I think he added an extra bracket at the end because he's retarded. Forever. Fuck it. The camera just never stopped recording. But Nitro, what if I'm gay?
Oh no, you're the one that's reading.
Well, what's with the note at the end? Of Paxod and D-Horse. You know, I gotta say, I'm impressed. For those who don't know, in Chinese, horse and mother are actually the same word. So, I'm surprised. I don't know, because this was written in simplified Chinese. So it might be for traditional Chinese. But I'm surprised that it never fucked up that translation.
What? No.
The emoji. Google couldn't translate it. It doesn't understand the vast emotions. XD. I like how there's just random breaks to English. Woof.
Yeah, and on top of that, they died right in front of my eyes. Both nations